أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، صلى الله وسلم وبارك على عبده ورسوله نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد، الحمد لله تبارك وتعالى الذي جمعنا في هذا الموقف، والشكر للشيخين الفاضلين السابقين الشيخ عبد العزيز والشيخ أحمد على ما تفضل به، والشكر بعد ذلك للإخوة الذين كانوا سببا في هذا الاجتماع، وعلى رأسهم أخونا الأخ شمس والإخوة الآخرين الذين عاونوه في هذا الاجتماع. ثم الشكر لكم أيها الأحبة وأيها الإخوة الأعزاء على المشقة التي لحقت بكم في صبركم علينا هذا الوقت الطويل. وأنا كنت بالأمس قد حضرت في هذا المسجد وألقيت كلمة أسأل الله أن يبارك فيها ويبارك لي ولكم ولمن سمعها، ولذلك فإني لن أطيل عليكم في هذه الكلمة، وسيكون كلامي مركزا على قضيتين جاء الذكر والتنويه بهما في الأمس، وسأقوم في هذه الدقائق بإعادة التذكير بهما.
The Shaykh, after the introduction of praising Allah and sending peace and blessings upon the Messenger of Allah, he said, "Praise be to Allah who has gathered us together in this place," and he gave and he extended his thanks to the two Shaykhs who have spoken today, Shaykh Abdul Aziz and Shaykh Ahmed, who have spoken today, and he thanked them for all that they have given and all the benefit that they have given the people today. And then he said, after thanking them, he would like to thank the organizers, and he particularly singled out our brother Shams and all of the other organizers and all of those who supported them and all of those who helped them. And he said, after thanking them, he would like to extend his thanks to all of you who've put up with a lot of difficulty, being patient over such a long time sitting here. And he said that yesterday he spoke for a while, and he asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to put barakah in these few words that he had to say yesterday for himself and for those who attended and for all those who listened. And so he said, because I've already spoken yesterday, I'm not going to take very long, but I'm going to talk about two things that we've talked about yesterday, but we'd like to focus on again today.
ما تحدث عنه الأخوين الفاضلين الشيخ عبد العزيز والشيخ أحمد هما الجنة والنار وأهلهما، ثم إن المسلم سيدخل الجنة والكافر والمنافق سيكون مأواه النار. وهكذا الناس ثلاث فئات، إما مسلم وإما كافر وإما منافق.
The Shaykh said, what the two noble and beloved shuyukh have talked about today is about paradise and about hellfire and about its people. So the Muslim, he will enter paradise, and the disbeliever and the hypocrite will enter the hellfire. And he said, like this, the people are of three groups: either a believer, or either a disbeliever, or either a hypocrite.
ومن هنا فإني أنطلق إلى النصيحة الأولى التي أوجهها لنفسي ولإخواني في هذا المسجد المبارك.
The Shaykh said, from this point I will go on to mention my first advice, which is to myself and to all of my brothers.
وهي أن يحرص الجميع على الالتزام بالإسلام الذي جاء به محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم فلا إسلام إلا على طريقته وإن سمي إسلاما.
The Shaykh, he said, so I want everybody, my advice is for everybody to be keen and to be eager to stick to the Islam that the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught. Because there is no Islam except through his methodology, even if it is called Islam by other people.
فلا إسلام يقبل من العبد إلا أن يتوفر فيه أمران مهمان، وهما أولا الإخلاص لله تبارك وتعالى، إخلاص القلب والنية والاعتقاد لله عز وجل، والأمر الثاني هو المتابعة في عبادة الله وفي القيام بهذا الأمر، متابعة النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم.
The Shaykh, he said, so there is no Islam that will be accepted from anybody, or no deed in Islam that will be accepted from anybody, without two things. The first is sincerity, that the heart is sincere, that the intention is sincere, that the beliefs are correct and sincere, only for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, without making any partner, without giving any of that to anybody else. And the Shaykh, he said, the second thing is that the action is in accordance, or the action of worship is in accordance with the way, the methodology, the sunnah of the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
وهذه الأمور وهذان الأمران يمكن معرفتها بالعلم. لا بد من العلم والمطالعة والسؤال، سؤال أهل الذكر، كما قال تبارك وتعالى فاسألوا أهل الذكر إن كنتم لا تعلمون.
The Shaykh, he said, and these two matters can only be known through getting knowledge. So he said, you have to have knowledge, you have to read, you have to ask the people of knowledge. Like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, ask the people of the remembrance if you don't know.
ثم إن كما تعلمون فإنه لا عبرة بكثرة أعداد الناس، وإنما العبرة بالإخلاص، إخلاص القلب والنية والصدق لله تبارك وتعالى في الأعمال، ثم المتابعة، ولا عبرة بكثرة أعداد الناس، ولا يغتر الإنسان بكثرة الأعداد. وإن رفع شعار لا إله إلا الله بلسانه ورفع شعار الإسلام وقال أنا أصلي وأزكي، فإنه لا عبرة بهذه الأمور كلها ما لم يتوفر فيها هذان الشرطان. فلنحرص جميعا على توفير هذين الشرطين في كل عمل نقوم به حتى نفوز برضا ربنا تبارك وتعالى.
The Shaykh, he said that after this, as you know, there is no real evidence in the greatness of number, in the large number of people that follow a particular group. But the thing that is to be taken, the thing that is to be paid attention to, is the sincerity of the intention and the truthfulness of the intention towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and then that they are in accordance with the sunnah of the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So the Shaykh, he said, you should not be fooled by the large numbers of people, even if they say that they are, upon La ilaha illallah, or they claim to be Muslim. You should not be fooled by the large number of the people, even if they pray and they give zakah and they do such and such a deed, but that a person should have this eagerness and this keenness to make sure that these two things are present in every single action that they do, this sincerity and this following of the sunnah in every single action that they do, in order that they achieve the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
وأنتم أيها الإخوة حينما تقيمون دين الله في هذه الأرض على طريقته تبارك وتعالى التي بعث بها رسوله صلى الله عليه وسلم، التي يرضاها في هذه البلاد، بلاد كما تعلمون ليست بلادا إسلامية. هذه البلاد لما تقيمون فيها شرع الله وتحيون هذه الشعيرة وترفعون راية وشعائر الإسلام في هذا المكان في هذا المسجد، فإنكم تقومون بأمر عظيم حيث تقيمون شرع الله على أرض الله تبارك وتعالى.
Shaykh said, when you establish the practicing of the religion of Islam in this country, this Islam with which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent His messenger, and that He has chosen and He is content with for His slaves, when you establish this proper practicing of Islam in this country, knowing that it's not an Islamic country, and you raise the sort of those things which are associated, the sha'air, those things which are associated with Islam, like the performance of the prayer and so on and so forth. When you do these things and you perform these things in this country, this is a huge thing, because you are establishing the religion of Allah on Allah's earth in a place where it is not otherwise established.
وهذا العمل الذي تقومون به فيه شبه مما قام به أصحاب رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم حينما كانوا أقلية في الأرض يقيمون شرع الله تبارك وتعالى. فهنيئا لكم بهذا الشبه الذي بينكم وبين أصحاب محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. فاحرصوا، ونفسي آمرها بذلك وحثها عليه، أن أتشبه بهؤلاء الصالحين الأخيار. عسى الله تبارك وتعالى أن يلحقنا وإياكم بهم على خير.
The Shaykh, he said, this action that you're taking part in, these deeds that you're doing to establish the religion of Allah in this place, it has a similarity to what the companions, may Allah be pleased with them, all did. They were a minority group on the earth. They were not the majority, they were a minority group on the earth, and they established the religion of Allah. So the Shaykh said, glad tidings to you. Take glad tidings from this. This is a wonderful thing, that you are doing something that is comparable, that has an aspect of it which is similar to that which the companions did when they were a minority. And he said, so I'm advising you to be keen and to be eager, and he said, I'm advising myself as well to try to be as close to the companions, to try to be as similar to them as you possibly can. These pious people, these chosen people who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has chosen for you, to be as close to them and as similar to them as you possibly can be.
هذه هي النصيحة الأولى، وأرى أنها أخذت أكثر من الوقت الذي أعطي لها، وما أدري عن رأي الإخوان.
تفضل يا شيخ.
أكمل. طيب، النصيحة الثانية باختصار هي أن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قام بعمل عظيم بين أصحابه، وهو المؤاخاة بينهم. والمؤاخاة بينهم هو التأليف بينهم، نظرا للغربة التي كانت بين الأنصار والمهاجرين، وكانت قبل ذلك بالخلافات التي كانت بين الأوس والخزرج. ولذلك فإن هذا الأمر أمر في غاية الأهمية، وهو أن تجتمعوا وأن يجتمع المسلمون على كلمة سواء، وأن يتعاونوا فيما بينهم ولا يختلفوا، كما قال عز وجل: واعتصموا بحبل الله جميعا ولا تفرقوا. وأن تكون الألفة والمحبة والمؤاخاة على هذا الدين، وأن يرتفع هذا الدين على كل شيء من أمور الدنيا الأخرى. فإن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم جعل بين الخزرج أخوة لم يعرفوها من قبل، بل كانوا من قبل في خلافات وفي حروب طاحنة كانت تذهب بالدماء وتذهب بالأموال، إلا أن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم ألف بين قلوب الطرفين، ألف بينهم على ماذا؟ ألف بينهم بالإسلام، وجعل بينهم أخوة حتى سموا جميعا بعد تلك الحروب والخلافات والإحن التي كانت بينهم سموا بالأنصار. وهذا المسمى أثبت في كتاب الله تبارك وتعالى.
The Shaykh, he said that his first piece of advice has actually taken longer than the time he was asked to take for both of them, and I, without asking anyone, gave him permission to continue. And so the Shaykh, he said that the second advice is to do with this brotherhood that the Prophet ﷺ made between the Muhajirin, between the Ansar, and between the different people and the different tribes, when he made this brotherhood between them. And he said, and this sort of making them, this friendship and making them love each other, and he said this is something which is extremely, extremely important. Between the Aus and the Khazraj, for example, these two tribes of the Ansar who themselves were at war, who were in a state of war with each other, who were constantly fighting with each other, and yet they were brought together. And he said that they were not brought together upon any means or by any means, but they were brought together upon the word of Islam. They were brought together upon the word of Islam, and they were commanded not to differ. So the Shaykh is advising us to come together and not to differ. And he mentioned the ayah that to hold on together to the rope of Allah and do not be divided. But he said that this brotherhood that was between these people, it was not known before. They were fighting with each other until blood was spilt and wealth was taken, and they had this hatred for each other. And yet after that hatred, and after the Prophet ﷺ had joined between them and made brotherhood between them, then the two hearts became one, such that we call all of these people now the Ansar. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions in the Quran that they are the Ansar, yet they were two different tribes that were fighting each other. And the Shaykh, he mentioned about this, and he was advising all of us broadly to sort of gather together upon Islam and upon the right way.
وكما جمع الله تبارك وتعالى على يد رسوله صلى الله عليه وسلم بين الأوس والخزرج، فقد جمع النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم أيضا بين المهاجرين والأنصار وآخى بينهم، مع أنهم ليسوا في مدينة واحدة وليسوا من قبيلة واحدة وليسوا وبينهم اختلاف، وبعضهم من شرق الجزيرة العربية وبعضهم من شمالها وبعضهم من جنوبها وبعضهم من غربها وبعضهم من وسطها، فألف بين قلوب هؤلاء جميعا وعقد معاهدة بين المهاجرين والأنصار. هؤلاء لما أصبحوا إخوة قامت عليهم دولة الإسلام وأمة الإسلام وقوة الإسلام والتمكين للإسلام جاء على أيديهم. فلا أريد أن أطيل، ففي نهاية الأمر القصد من هذا هو أن نعلو بعلاقاتنا مع بعضنا البعض على كل بل نعلو في علاقاتنا مع بعضنا البعض إلى درجة أخوة الإسلام، وليس أخوة الإقليم أو البلد أو المذهب أو أو اللون أو الجنسية أو أي علاقة أخرى، وأن تكون علاقة الإسلام فيما بيننا هي العلاقة الرابطة، وهي العلاقة التي لا تعلو فوقها علاقة وتكون مقدمة على كل علاقة. أسأل الله العظيم رب العرش العظيم أن ينفعني وإياكم بذلك، وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على عبده ورسوله نبينا محمد. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
The Shaykh, he said, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala joined by his messenger the hearts of these people together, then the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wasallam joined between the hearts of the emigrants who came from Makkah and the Ansar who were living in Medina. Even though they were not from the same city, nor were they from the same tribe, they had differences between them, they had problems between them. Some of the emigrants were from the south of the Arabian Peninsula, some of them were from other areas all over the peninsula, some of them from outside of that. And yet, when they all came together and they joined together and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brought them together upon Islam, this is when the the Islamic nation was established, the Islamic rulership was established, and the nation was established. And this is when Islam had power and Islam had authority. And the Shaykh said, I don't want to talk for too long. So our meetings, the point of this, or the purpose behind this, is that when we meet each other, this should bring together the brotherhood of Islam. It shouldn't be about our country that we're from, or our nationality, or our color, or our sort of madhab, or any of these sort of secondary issues. But we should put Islam before everything else. Islam is the thing that should hold us together, and we should put it in front of everything. And then the Shaykh finished by the praise of Allah and sending salutations upon His Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam.